What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell by the assortment of gear that I have or not, but I'm not doing my typical bass fishing with lures type video. Today, I'm going to try to catch some bass on live bait. Now, the way I'm going to get that live bait, one is the cast net. I'm not sure if you guys saw that or not, but I've got like a little 4-foot cast net. There's a part of the pond where I think I can catch some fish at. The target species is bluegill because that's going to be the bait of choice. And then if I can't catch them on the cast net, I'm also going to try to catch them on a rod and reel. I've got some old worms that I've had, like live worms, for a little while. And they're not the most lively thing in the world, but I think I can still catch a fish or two on it. That way I can have some big live bait. And basically I've got some big old bobbers. Now I'm going to be chunking some bluegill way out in the middle of the pond because this deep water might be holding the big bass. I'm not sure. I haven't really fished deep water much this year. So the first goal is just to get the bait and then we'll worry about catching the fish. So for now, let's try to get some bluegill. I'll see you guys at the pond. Okay guys, we're here at the pond now. We're about to pull up on the spot where I think I can get some bait. We've got all the essentials: cast net, bucket, tripod. And I'm pretty sure we can get at least some small bait. Now this is good because we'll know that we have something. If we can catch a couple of small bluegill, we'll know that we have bait and we can fish. So we'll get that out of the way, and then later we can fish for some bigger bait to hopefully get a trophy-sized fish. So I'm gonna set up this tripod here. Well, first I'm gonna get some water, and then I'm gonna set up the tripod and get to cast netting. Okay guys, we got the little bucket right here. Maybe there's no snakes. There's definitely gonna be some frogs. A couple have already jumped in, and they'll scare you now because they are just like, wah, and they'll startle you. But it looks like the only one that was here jumped in. So let's come down here. Get some good old pond water. Oh, I almost fell in. That should do it. Not the clearest water in the world, but it is water. Okay. That's actually kind of nasty. But, I mean, that's the pond water these fish are used to. So let's close it off. And now let's get this cast net here. Let's get this sucker out and ready to throw at some fish. There we go. Okay guys, let's get this sucker unraveled. Man, this sucker's all tangled up. Whenever you put it back in that little bucket, you have to get it up super tiny, which makes it hard to get back out. Now we're cooking. Just gotta make sure it's all untangled, because if it's tangled one tiny bit, that'll make it hard to throw. Alrighty. There we go. It's looking good. Now I'm gonna put this on my wrist, like so. It's actually a knot in it, but that'll be okay. Now the way I throw my cast net is super simple. It's a lot different from a bunch of people. A bunch of people throw it over their shoulder, or like they'll put it in their mouth whenever they throw it. Watch how simple this is. Okay, it's all untangled. I'm actually gonna go down here to show you guys. All right, I get it all spread out like that. As you can see, super spread out. And then with this hand right here, I take a little bit like that, dang it, and I'll grab it. And then with this other hand, crap, there's a stick in it. With this other hand, I'll come and grab it about right here. That way I can just spin and it gets the net super open. So I'm gonna throw it right here, and hopefully I'll throw a good throw. All right, just spin. Guys, typically I can throw a cast net pretty good. That was horrible. I don't know why it didn't open up. Every now and then I'll have a bad throw. Okay, here we go. I have it the exact same way going in for cast number 2. Oh, I got one. Okay. That was a better cast than the first one. Still not a great cast, but I was like, come on, man. I gotta at least have one fish. Oh, got two little bluegill. Okay, that wasn't even really a good throw, to be completely honest. That was still pretty bad. Okay, there's one bluegill. There's another one right there. Can you see that? Two little bluegill. Gonna pop them in the bucket. Is there any more? Okay. I think that's it for that throw. Man, I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. Usually I'm telling you, I can throw a cast net good. I was throwing it at the beach a lot, just catching fish for fun, and I was tearing them up. One of the problems here is I'm throwing up super close, so I can't really throw it far out. And I think that's affecting me because I'm not getting it super open. But I can definitely throw better than that, so I'm gonna get a couple more throws, try to get some more bait. The key for me really is just making sure the net's not tangled up. And whenever the net's fine, I can usually throw it good. So, see, it's still looking a little bit caught up right there. I guess that's just gonna have to do. And now let's get a perfect throw. We've got a horrible throw, a decent one, now it's time for a really good one. What is wrong? All right, we gotta at least get a couple more fish. This has to be a good throw. Come on, guys. I'm gonna stay back here a little bit so I have more room to cast. This is embarrassing. I mean, can't throw a dang cast net? You guys are probably gonna be trying to tell me how to throw a cast net down in the comments below. I promise you, I know how to throw one. The strategy that I use usually works really well, but I guess with the cameras on, I just can't perform. Come on, baby. We need a good throw. Yes, that was it. Gotta be something in there. That was almost a perfect throw. Yep, got one. Got one. He's another small one though. That's the only problem with the spot. I don't know if there's many big ones in here. Come on, fish. Right there. Same size as the other two. Definitely not the size we're after. We want something like 3 times this size, but we're just getting a little bit of bait in the bucket. That way we don't have nothing. That way we have like something to start with. Okay. Got 3 fish. I'm gonna try to get 2 more right here, or at least just 1 more throw where I get something. 1 more successful throw and we'll call it good. I need to cast more that way, I think. That was another good one. You're kidding me. Dang it. Oh, I still got one. Guys, I have a stick in my net, and my net's open, but somehow I still got a fish to stay in there. Yes. Wow. That is a miracle. All right, we're getting the hang of this throwing now. That's 2 good throws in a row. So I'm gonna try 1 more throw after this. I just gotta get this dang stick out. I don't know how in the world I cast it over the stick and it's stuck in my net. Here's the fish that I got. It's the biggest one so far, which is a good thing. Oh, buddy. Still nothing big at all, but better than the other ones. That's number 4. That was a decent one. See, the thing was, it wasn't good, but the farther away it got, the more it opened. So that's the key. I just gotta throw from farther away. I don't know if we got anything. I mean, it definitely opened enough to catch something, but yeah, we didn't get anything. decent. No way. No fish. Good throw. It's gotta be something, dude. That was a perfect throw almost. You kidding me? Where'd all the fish go? I mean, that was a perfect throw. I mean, perfect. What the heck? No fish. No fish. Oh, wow. I got one, guys. No way. That's a baby crappie. See that? I'm trying to whip him. That is a baby crappie. Yes, sir. Yeah, I was wondering why he was so skinny. But yeah, I reckon I'll keep him for bait. That could be cool to see if they like the baby crappie any more than the baby bluegill. I've got 4 bluegill, 1 baby crappie, so I am gonna wrap this up here, and I'm actually gonna drive down, park at my Papa's house, and go fish on that side of the pond because that's where there's some deep water, and I think I can catch a bluegill there on a rod and reel too. So the cast netting portion of the video is over, thankfully, because I was throwing kind of bad today. So let me just wrap this up. Oh my gosh, literally wrap it up because I'm wrapping this thing up. So funny, but yeah, I'm loading up in the truck. Thought I broke that, but it's fine. All right, let's head to the other side of the pond. Okay guys, we are here at the bluegill spot. I call it the bluegill spot because I catch bluegill here sometimes. Duh, why else would I call it that? So, here we go. Get off. We just got one of my bass spinning reels with a little bobber, little weight, little hook. Hopefully, it's like a locust or something up there. But hopefully we can upgrade from the little bobber, little hook, you know, all that stuff I said a second ago, to a big bobber, big hook, and a big bait. But right now we're trying to catch the big bait. This is the bait we're using to do so. These worms, I don't think they're alive, guys. I think they died a while ago. They, yeah, this is not how a pack of worms should look. They should all be crawling around, but somehow they all got frozen together. Because we put them in the fridge thinking that would keep them alive. It didn't. But let me see if I can get the best worm that's left. I mean, there's actually a good bit of worms. And here we go. I don't know how this thing's gonna go on the hook at all. Kind of like that, and now just go in there again, like so. Maybe, there's so much dirt on it, maybe it'll fall off whenever it goes in the water, but maybe I can catch a bluegill on that. Yeah, I can't blow the dirt off. It should come off in the water though, but as you can see, that right there usually holds some bluegill around it, so it's cast in there. Hopefully we can get one about 5 inches, because we don't want a huge one. We just want a nice one that a big bass can still eat pretty easily. So let's get out there. Well guys, 20 minutes of fishing here with a worm and I couldn't catch a bluegill. what was that I said earlier? This was the bluegill spot. We are here at the bluegill spot. I call it the bluegill spot because I catch bluegill here sometimes. Well, I was wrong about that one. This spot is horrible for bluegill. Apparently, I mean, back in the day I used to catch them here, but not today, not whatsoever. So I guess I'm gonna move down to the spot I'm gonna try to bass fish at. And while I'm down there, I'll leave this rod fishing for bluegill. That way I still have a chance because I need a big bluegill, guys. I mean, I can probably catch a small bass on the bluegill that I've got, but I mean, obviously I wanna get a bigger bluegill so I can catch a bigger bass. But anyways, I'm moving right down the pond, like 50 yards. If that, no, like 30 yards. This is where I'm setting up at now, literally right here. Yeah, so I am at the spot. How's the tripod looking? Is that level? Yeah. Looks good enough. I'm gonna cast out this worm and maybe I can get a bluegill. Now I'm gonna get rigged up for the live bait bluegill rig. Basically, let me come in here and get a bobber. I'm keeping a dang eye on that bobber right there because I do not want it to go under and me miss my chance. Yeah, anyways, it is super deep right out here in front of me. Like, actually, I don't know how deep it is. It probably gets to be about 10 feet. I'm gonna set my bobber at about 6 feet. Have the bluegill sitting around there. Huge bobber. I had a huge bobber because I thought I was going to have a huge bait and I didn't want him to pull it under, but oh well. The bait's not huge, but I'll use this anyways. And I'm going to put one little weight on here just to allow me to cast a little bit farther. I'm going to put it right under the bobber. That way it doesn't affect the bluegill swimming. Get some pliers. Yeah, I'm going to pinch it on here. Okay, so now it is time that we get our bait. We're gonna go for the biggest bluegill because that gives us the best chance at catching a big bass. Alrighty guys, here we go. This is our bait. Still very, very tiny. I'm actually gonna hook mine through the lip. Some people say hook it here or here, but I know if I hook it through the lip, I'm not gonna kill it. The other ways, they say you won't kill it, but this way I just know for a fact, so I'm gonna stick with it. Okay guys, my camera shut off for some unknown reason. I'll try to figure that out here in a minute. As I was saying, I have him rigged up through the lip. I'm gonna go ahead and cast him out there before he dives on me. Well, that did not get out there near as far as I wanted it to. Oh. Oh. God, no way. They got munched. They got munched. Yes, no way. Are you kidding me? Guys, literally my bait had drifted a bunch like 2 minutes in, so I recasted, and by the time I adjusted my camera and came back, a fish was already on there. Look at that. He choked it. Well guys, that is awesome. Usually you can never catch them on live bait at this pond, which doesn't make sense, but I'm serious. It's just not a live bait pond. But maybe now I have something figured out. Coming out here, I'm actually fishing in this deep water, and maybe that's where I can get them. God, he choked it too. The thing about bass is they always eat their bait head first. So that's why I like hooking my bluegill through the nose, because they get the hook in their mouth that way. Look at that. Live bluegill just got murked. Not a big fish, but that is sick to actually get one on the live bait, guys. He needed it too. He's a skinny guy. And off he goes. Well guys, that is gonna do it right there. It's one fish, not the best, but that does mean that it wasn't a total fail. I did not get skunked. I did catch fish. Also did some cast netting. I mean, caught a few from the cast net, not too bad. So if you do want to see any more cast netting or live bait fishing, whether that's for bass, catfish, bluegill, whatever you want to see, comment that down in the comments below. And if you did end up enjoying this video, let me know by dropping a like, comment, and subscribe down below as well. But other than that, guys, I am tired. I've been out here for a while, so I'm going to wrap up the video right now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.